In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Gantt chart in Microsoft Project so you can visually see all your tasks with the critical path highlighted, as well as a tracking Gantt chart so you can visualize your project's baseline compared to your actual % completion. Download the entire exercise file for free over at alvinthepm.com/exercise3 to learn Microsoft Project the fast and easy way. First, let's start with a new blank project. Before we add any tasks to our project, let's make sure that Microsoft Project automatically schedules all tasks and their dates based on their dependencies, resources, and calendar working days. To do that, move your mouse to the bottom of the screen where it says New Tasks Manually Scheduled. Left-click it and select Auto Scheduled. Now we can start adding our tasks to the project plan so the Gantt chart auto-populates to the right-hand side of your screen. For our example, we'll be creating a sample home construction project that's divided into 3 phases: plans and permits, contractor agreements, foundation, and framing. Let's add in the tasks for each of the 4 phases. For the first phase, we'll develop the home plans, finalize our home specifications, and obtain our approvals and the permits to begin construction. In the second phase, we'll be researching and finalizing which subcontractor we'll use. During the third phase for foundation, we'll prepare the site by leveling the land, pouring the footings, and building the foundation. And for our fourth phase, we'll be framing the deck, the walls, the roof, and installing interior frames. As a pro tip, I've added milestones underneath each phase so it's visually clear when a significant milestone has been accomplished. On the Gantt chart to the right, you'll notice that all the bars are starting at the same time and the durations all state 1 day with a question mark right after them. We'll fix this later, but for now, to correct the Gantt chart, we need to establish the correct predecessors for each task. Since the majority of these tasks occur in a linear sequential order, let's use Microsoft Project's shortcut to link all these tasks together. First, select all the tasks underneath phase 1, and underneath the task tab, click on the chain button from the schedule group. On the Gantt chart, Microsoft Project automatically links all 5 of these tasks to occur one after the other. Let's repeat this chain linkage for the remaining tasks for phases 2 through 4. We'll now need to link the correct predecessors to the starting tasks within each phase. So for the task Research Subcontractors, this can only start after the home plans have been developed. So let's add Task ID 2 as a predecessor. For Receive Bids, this can only start after the permits have been obtained. So let's also add Task ID 4 as a predecessor. For Clearing and Leveling the Land, this can only take place after permits have been obtained and the contracts have been awarded. So let's assign task IDs 5 and 10 as predecessors. For Framing the Deck, this can only start after the foundation has been built, so its predecessor must be task ID 15. So our Gantt chart is looking pretty good so far, but all the bars have the same duration of 1 day. So let's go ahead and update the durations for all of the tasks and input the best case estimate for having each activity completed. You'll notice here that all milestones have a duration of 0 days, and that's because a milestone should not have any work assigned to it, and it symbolizes an achievement or a significant event in the project itself. Alright, so to see our entire Gantt chart, click on the View tab and select Entire Project from the Zoom group. You'll see your overall project plan in the form of a Gantt chart with the milestones shown as diamonds with their corresponding dates. To visualize the critical path on your Gantt chart, left-click on the tab for Gantt chart format and checkmark the box for critical tasks, which is a part of the bar styles group. On your Gantt chart, all tasks on the critical path will now be highlighted red. So in our project, the only task which is not on the critical path is researching the subcontractors. By the way, if you're getting a lot of value out of this video, make sure to smash that like button. It truly shows your support for me, and it helps the channel out tremendously so I can make even better videos like this. Pro tip, and as best practice, once you've established your project schedule baseline and you've agreed upon with your team and management, you need to set it inside of Microsoft Project. To do that, click on the Project tab, select Set Baseline from the Schedule group, and click on Set Baseline. Let's set our baseline as is for the entire project and click OK. To create a Gantt chart which shows your actual % completion against your scheduled baseline, you'll need to switch modes from Gantt chart to tracking Gantt chart. To do that, move your mouse to the left-hand side where it says Gantt chart. Right-click and select Tracking Gantt. On your Gantt chart, you should now see dark gray bars representing the planned baselines for each task, along with the % completed for each task. Now let's say that you've already made some progress on your project and you want to update your schedule so that your tracking Gantt chart reflects these updates. To do that, let's first establish our status state. Click on the Project tab and go to the option for Status State, which is a part of the status group here. For the status date, let's input a date of March 16, 2023. For the simplicity of this video, let's say that this date is the date that we're updating our project schedule with the most latest progress. Alright, so to update our tasks, we need to switch our table mode from entry to tracking. So to do that, move your mouse to the top left box icon, left click it to select all the tasks, and then right click and choose tracking. In the tracking table mode, we can now update the tasks that we completed. Before we do anything, let's add a column for duration by right-clicking and inserting a column after the task name. Microsoft Project will automatically populate this column with your planned durations that we established earlier in this video. For the first task of Develop Home Plans, let's say that instead of taking 45 days, this task actually took 50 days to complete. On your Gantt chart, you can see the light red bar being extended by 5 days longer than the dark gray baseline bar. To mark this task as completed, select the task itself and go to the Task tab and select the icon that says 100% completed. The bar itself will turn blue and indicate that it's 100% completed. Now, what I love about Microsoft Project is that on your tracking Gantt chart, you can now see the cascading effect of this 5-day delay on your critical path compared to your project's baseline. The red bars have moved over a few days compared to the dark gray baseline bars. For the second task of review and finalize home specifications, let's say that we're now 25% completed. To do that, select the task itself and go to the Task tab and select the icon for 25% completed. The tracking Gantt chart on the right side will automatically update the % completion for this task. It will also show a darker red bar inside the lighter red bar indicating your progress so far. Now, if you'd like to export this tracking Gantt chart to your own PowerPoint slide, all you have to do is switch your table mode from tracking to entry by left-clicking the box icon at the top left corner and choosing entry. Click on the down arrow next to the copy button underneath the Task tab and select Copy Picture. Leave everything as is and make sure you copy only the selected rows and press OK. Open up a new PowerPoint slide and press Ctrl+V to paste in your entire Gantt chart. If you only want to paste the Gantt chart itself without the % completion bars, then inside of Microsoft Project, switch from tracking Gantt mode to Gantt chart mode and repeat this copying and pasting step. Press Ctrl+V into a new PowerPoint slide and you'll have your entire Gantt chart showing the critical path and all of your tasks with the planned start and planned finish dates. So now you've created your Gantt chart using Microsoft Project. If you haven't done so already, download the entire exercise file completely for free over at alvinthepm.com/exercise3 to create your own Gantt chart in Microsoft Project. Please smash that like button and share this video with a friend if you found it helpful. Now, to learn everything you need to master Microsoft Project the easy way, watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next video.